Okay, welcome back. So today is second day of final group presentation. We have two group lined up. 3D printing, please raise your hand. Yeah. Ready to go? Okay. And Google AI, ready to go?
We're missing a couple, but
Okay. And after finishing presentation, we will continue to discuss about the 9. Yeah, 9. As you see, the final exam, there are two 9 tasks is part of your final exam. So if you pay attention, you can do faster. You can save you a lot of time. So first of all, whenever after each presentation, I invite you two things. One, write written comment to polleverywhere.com, and also participate D12 survey. D12 survey is evidence of your attendance of this presentation. As in the syllabus, penalty is assessed if you miss this evaluation part. And also, today is the last day you can submit peer evaluation form. So download peer evaluation form and allocate contribution of your group members' contribution, divide by 100, fill out it. And do not discuss this peer evaluation form. This is strictly confidential. So do not trying to show to your group members. And also today, please post all the PowerPoint slide and report to discussion board. Photographers, please raise your hand if you are serving as a photographer. 1, 2, and I think a few more. Just 2 photographers last time? Yeah. There are your group. Okay, so please take many photos. Which group are you in? 3D printing group. So then I think we need to recruit more. So anybody willing to take photo? Yeah, 1, 2, great. Take as many photos as possible and increase your choco point, right? 6 unique photo equal 1 choco point. So trying to take 60 photo to get 1% of course mark. So take each presenters when you present, take a photo, you are do not try to capture whole body, but just capture upper, just face, because we want to share in the next class with this screen, this TV screen. So it's better having big picture. And when they present, take photo, and also when they during the break time, take photo of 2 or 3 people group. And everybody, regardless whether you're a photographer or not, please submit 2 photos of yours. 1 big smile, 1 something funny, so I can include them in the next class. Okay. And photographers, you have privilege to walk around, so get the best shot. Don't try to just sit down and take photos. Walk around and get and close up. And peer evaluation, you already did before, and presentation and evaluation is interesting, easy, informative, 3 things. Peer evaluation distribute 100% to depending on their contribution. And if you are 6 people group, everybody equally contribute, assign 20 each member, except you. And 4 group members, 30.3.3, 33.3 to make it 100%. And then if you think some very big contributor, then deduct some of them and adjust it, okay? I need 3 timekeepers. 1, 2, 1 more, please. 3. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, photographers. Let's take a photo. Yes. Yeah, those timekeepers. Yeah, so 5 minutes. After 25 minutes, show this one. So I think I know. Can you start up and follow? Yes. Okay, repeat once. I want to. Oh, here. No, 29 minutes. Okay, and you will have stop sign. After 30 minutes, wait for my signal. Wait for my signal. If the presentation is boring, I will give you signal, then we can stop. If presentation is interesting, I will let you go, so do not show stop sign. Okay, now let me invite the first group, which is 3D printing group. Please come forward. Is your is your slide in the discussion board?
Oh, I have it.
Oh, you brought it?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, here.
I can post it in the discussion board. Yes. Oh, yeah. Did you want to do that first? Well, here, let me open this. Actually, I'll just exit that.
No, thank you.
So diverse. Yeah. Well, I mean, some people. All the boxes. All the boxes. So now we're probably going to be diverse. Oh, 100%. Definitely grumpy days. Fucking family trees. It's only the trunk.
Less than 50% Canadian, and that's
Listen, you can go to a whole town and 99% of your people are playing right now. No balls. You can do it just like you did with face tape. Got the Well,
how dare you bring that up right now?
yeah. Oh yeah. Are we taking a group picture?
Yeah. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 guys.
Aaron.
And photographers. 1. Photographers. Where is the slide? Wait for me. Wait for me. Put them down. Put them down. Okay. Yeah. And do something. Thank you very much. These days, 3D printing can be many functions. Well, let's see what happening in the 3D printing area. So, can you give printed?
Hello, everyone. We are the 3D printing group, and more specifically, later on in the presentation, we are going to be focused on one of the newer forms of 3D printing, that is rapid liquid printing. Before we get started on the presentation and introductions, I'm just going to take you through a presentation agenda. So first, we'll be going through an introduction. Then we have a little vlog about our own 3D printing experience, the history of 3D printing, rapid liquid printing, SWOT analysis, the real world applications of rapid liquid printing, and then everyone's favorite, Kahoot.
My name is Seth Barnes.
I'm Jane Falcons.
I'm Jared Hawes.
I'm Madison McKenzie.
And I'm Aaron Nice.
And I'm Heather Toggy.
So why did we choose 3D printing as a topic? First of all, we all found it interesting. It was accessible to us via the 3D printing lab up at Fredericton. There's lots of innovation happening in the industry. We have tangible, actual things that we can bring to class. For instance, during our Kahoot later, we'll be giving out some of the stuff that we 3D printed up at the Fredericton lab. And rapid liquid printing was an emerging technology that we all found specifically interesting. So further from that, we'll just show you a video introducing our experience with 3D printing.
Heather hasn't introduced herself yet. This is Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm the one keeping us alive on this road trip from the traffic, like the stuff ahead.
Yep, that's what she's doing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jared Hawes. I'm sure most of you know me as the kid who starts tweaking when we pay Kahoot in class. But I am also part of Group 1, and our chosen topic for our class presentation is 3D printing. And in spirit of that, we are heading up to UNB Fredericton to take advantage of the 3D printing lab that they have up there. And we are going to hopefully print out some goodies for you guys. 2 important side notes. 1, we have a special co-pilot who's joining us for part of the journey. That is my dog, Darcy.
What's up, Darce? Oh, look at that tongue. There she is.
And 2, we got to stop for coffee first.
Yeah. And I'm Madison McKenzie, also part of Group 1, also on this journey. I am designated passenger princess for the day, so I will be in charge of filming these vlogs. So let's go get coffee. Are we to drop Darcy off at doggy daycare? She's very sad to leave. She's looking at the window. She's just hanging out.
No, she's excited to leave. She knows where we're going.
She wants to 3D print with us, but we said, Darcy, you're too cute. You'll distract us. We just got here at the Harriet Irving Library. We're about to go in and print some 3Ds.
And meet up with the rest of our group. Hopefully
Yeah.
they're on time.
We'll have to find them. This is a big campus, but I'm sure we'll be okay.
All right. Spotted the elusive Jane
Miss
Falcon.
Jane Falcons, there she is. And Heather and Seth. Heather has graciously brought us some cookies, so we're about to get this done.
Survive.
So we're gonna do this. Ed's in here with the man pre.
One sheet and then do another printer of them, so it cuts your time in half. Yes, you can.
I took a picture of the UNB logo and I pasted it into the program, and then I made the design off of that. So we ended up raising the model up and indenting all of the design, and we also rounded off all of the edges and put a hole in it for a keychain. So we'll see how the final print goes, but it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty nice.
We think it looks great.
Well, when you put it into a render,
Getting closer to the render.
it looks even. It looks really nice in the render.
That does look pretty nice. You're absolutely right.
We'll see what it looks like after it's printed.
Thumbs up.
That's the true tale. A little knowledge on the actual machine. We have a heated plate and then the nozzle that spins around, it heats up the filament as it comes out, and depending on the size of the nozzle itself, we'll have to put the settings in to have the right temperature, so it doesn't come out too fast or too slow. And yeah, it builds layer by layer the model that we've put into it. So yeah, we'll see what it prints.
Keychain making station 1 and keychain station 2. Here we go. Hey Heather, what colors did we pick for our models?
So we picked red and black for the keychains. We're going to be doing 3 red and 3 black. It cut down our time on the printing because originally it was at 6 hours and we don't want to be here until 7 p.m. So yeah, red and black for the UNB colors.
Here we are about an hour in, checking in on them. They're looking good so far. There's the red ones, and there are the black ones. Very exciting. It's a little dog. Let's see.
I'm having trouble. No one look. Ta-da.
Hi, I'm Jane, and this is Nam, and we're on our way back from Fredericton.
So UNB let us use their 3D printers for free, but they didn't, the parking was not free. No.
All right, we've picked up Darcy. We're
Got
on
the
our way
3D
home.
printing goods.
Got all of our necessary things to head home.
Got Darcy and all 10 of her teeth left.
Yep.
We're good to go.
Still there. She's ready to hit the road.
All right, guys, we just finished our time here at UNB Fredericton. Heather's looking for somewhere to get some foods. We're about to head out here. It was a 100% success. You'll see the project, I guess. And we're going to be heading out back home. It's going to be a nice ride home in the sunset.
We're going to give you a quick history of 3D printing. So it first started in the 1980s when first prototypes were made. They would print off a layer at a time, and every layer they would take a UV light and harden the layer of plastic. And some patents came out with that idea in mind, a couple different variations. In the 1990s, it came a lot more commercialized, a lot more people started using it, but it was very expensive. We came into the 2000s and people like RepRap and MakerBot started making it a little cheaper, and they created more of what we have now, where it hardens as it goes, so there's no stopping the process. In 2010, there's a lot more of innovations in what we could print. So they started printing off things like titanium and carbon fiber, as well as small like housing, I guess. And then Today, we're looking at a new way of printing, which is the rapid liquid printing. And it's very interesting as it's a totally different way of printing 3D with less constraints.
So next I'm going to talk about rapid liquid printing. So rapid liquid printing is fairly new to the 3D printing world, being developed in 2018. So I'm going to compare traditional 3D printing to rapid liquid printing. So traditional 3D printing uses heated filaments to print simple 3D plastic objects onto a heated plate. Depending on the filament, objects need time to cool and must be exposed to UV light for hardening. And traditional prints need support for complex structures, meaning after you printed it, you need to break those structures off. For rapid liquid 3D printing, prints are printed in a gel matrix with which creates a zero gravity environment. This allows for printing to be more complex because there aren't structures. Objects can be scaled up or down depending on the size of the gel vat that you are printing in. And because the gel matrix eliminates the need for support structures, this also eliminates the need for post-production refinement, meaning you don't need to break off that excess.
So here's just a quick video of traditional 3D printing and rapid liquid printing.
Did you know most SaaS applications don't back up your user data? Your SaaS application
So next is our SWOT analysis. Through our report findings, we wanted to conduct a SWOT analysis where we're going to highlight the internal and external factors that affect rapid liquid printing. So the strengths of rapid liquid printing are that the material wastage factor is next to zero. There's also a significantly reduced printing time as well as a significantly reduced, I forget. But significantly reduced printing time because of the lack of supports needed compared to traditional 3D printing. So there's less time as post-production, like time taking stuff off. And it also has a wide variety of printing materials. The weaknesses is that some of these printable materials are specialty and they need to be held at certain temperatures to be stored, like some liquid metals. They also it still has that error of clogs in the nozzle can render that the product is completely useless, or that your print has an error and it's just unsalvageable at that point. And also the process still takes longer than most other processes like injection and blow molding.
Now, there's also opportunities and threats that come with rapid printing. We specifically noted most of the external factors that would affect liquid printing, such as the fact that with the opportunities that can be experienced through this new emerging technology of printing, notice that there's a lot of versatile design and customizations for prints. Traditional 3D printers, it was a lot more difficult to customize your prints because there were barriers in how you could structure things. However, as you saw in the video with the vat of the gel, you can simply build your structure inside the gel, which does not need any supporting structures or other designs that would have to keep the molds together. It's just built as one unit. There's also a lot of opportunities for industry breakthroughs. A notable one that we noticed was the medical industry. Hospitals and other medical institutions should be able to have these printing devices on demand so that they can print items like surgical implants, surgical tools, and also even prosthetics that they could have on them at all times, as well as being able to print custom implants and prosthetics for individuals at the hospital. This not only saves a lot of energy and time through supply chain issues and getting stuff into the building, but also it brings a lot of opportunities to have a more efficient surgical process and even save lives. We also noticed that there's a lot of partnering and licensing opportunities with rapid printing. What we saw recently with a company like Apple and OpenAI, where they teamed up to integrate ChatGPT and Siri together, we can see the same application for rapid printing with a lot of manufacturing companies, as well as just a lot of businesses in general that may like to print stuff off for their workplace or other items. There's a lot of different applications that could fit into many different industries with this product. And of course, with the opportunities comes threats. Unfortunately, this is still an emerging technology with rapid liquid printing. Traditional 3D printing is a lot cheaper. It's a lot more established, it's been around for ages. And we also have, it's way more accessible and easy to learn than this new rapid printing is. So there will have to be some developments in how we can teach people how to use this new technology and is it cost effective or not. It's also struggles in some industries like the liquid metals industries. We have a refinery here in St. John. There's also other refineries that do cast metalling, which is a different type of refinery. And they are able to do things at scale much quicker than any 3D printer or rapid printer would be able to do right now. They also do it for cheaper because they're doing it in bulk. So rapid liquid printing would definitely need to catch up in that sense as being not only cost effective, but also being able to scale up to match these large refineries and factories. And lastly, we are not sure what liquid gel is going to look like in the future from a supply perspective. If there is an increased demand for liquid gel to be used for rapid liquid printing, we're not too sure how much it's going to cost, how much of it there's going to be, how productions be able to keep up with the use of rapid printing. So companies may experience diseconomies of scale when it comes to actually buying the material used for the printer, but that remains to be seen.
So arguably the most exciting part about these new innovations in rapid liquid printing are the real world applications and how they can be used to make our day-to-day lives better. So the first category we noticed was in aerospace, creating more flush aircraft interiors like panels and seating to cut down on weight restrictions for aircrafts, and then also as well as spacesuit designs. On the aerospace category, we've noticed that SpaceX has incorporated 3D printing into the fabrication of some of the pieces like combustion chambers and turbopumps in their Raptor rocket engines. And MIT has been working in their studies to make a 3D knit biosuit for extravehicular activity spacesuits for actually when they go to space. The next category was the medical field, as Seth touched on, the production of surgical implants and instruments and prosthetics. There are also applications that are a little bit less severe, less intense, like custom orthotics for feet and for wrists. And that leads into the next category, which is footwear, which you might not think of in the case of 3D printing, but a Canadian company, actually, Native Shoes, has created a 3D liquid printed shoe line using recycled ethylene vinyl acetate material. It's 50% recycled, so they're cutting down on their material waste and also making shoes. And they're actually working currently to make custom shoes for people in store. They're working on a device that can scan the customer's feet and then create them custom footwear in store. And then the last category that we touched on was the tech accessories. As you can imagine, being able to rapid liquid print phone cases or tablet cases or laptop bags or anything like that would give the creators and designers a lot of freedom and availability with design and textures and all that stuff to make unique products. There are many more real world applications, but those are just the ones that we thought were pretty interesting. As you'll see in 2 videos that we have next, there are also fashion applications. We have a video of a handbag, and then also in the automotive industry when BMW company or paired with a 3D printing company.
Gen Studio for Performance Marketing solves a challenge that marketers have been facing for a long time.
Liquid printed pneumatics is the first fully printed inflatable structure that can morph from one shape into any other shape. This is a collaboration between MIT Self-Assembly Lab and BMW.
The collaboration with the MIT was a perfect example of interdisciplinary collaboration with a lab from outside with BMW Design.
We were interested in exploring different types of cushioning materials and soft or expanding materials, and we came up with a new way to print them. Printed inflatables that are fully sealed, air, watertight, but they can expand or contract to make any size.
I think in the future the interior of a car would be more modular, it would change more. The potential of this material is really great because they're adaptive to the customer, to the human being.
Ultimately, the future of this is flexibility and adaptation. Adaptable materials that can transform to the body, transform to the environment, and change function on demand.
And now to finish off our presentation, we're just going to have a little game of Kahoot for everyone based on what we learned today. So the top 5 will receive one of the 3D printed keychains that we made, and then the chalk components associated with your place. No, first gets 5, second place gets 4, third place gets 3, fourth place gets 2, fifth place gets 1.
It's not everybody. Is everybody in? I think so. 18, yeah. Okay, here we go. That one was just an easy one to start you off, get everybody started with some points. Okay, so Chelsea gets 5 choco points and one of our keychains. Luke gets 4 choco points in a keychain. Haley gets 3 choco points in a keychain. And then
Put your hands up if you want, please.
Once I figure out how to how do I do this? There we go.
No. Okay.
So Chelsea, Luke, Haley, Matt, and Brianna.
Who's missing one?
14.
Is Brianna?
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our presentation.
Thank you very much. Well done. So now, please participate to the polybit.com, Kim7. Everybody, including the 3D printing group, please participate this written comment. Ten more seconds. Okay, let me invite you to the D12 survey. So let me open the 3D printing survey now. So everybody, please participate, except the 3D printing group. Please participate this survey. Yeah. You have 1 minute to complete. So if you need more time, please raise your hand. Okay, I wait until you finish. Refresh it.
Okay.
So can I close? Anybody need more time? Okay, thank you. So let me invisible. Thank you very much. It was very interesting presentation. So let me invite the last group, Google AI. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Google AI, please come forward and prepare your position.
Do we bring our own laptop or on this one? Okay, I think it's in your email. You just emailed it to you.
Okay. So Google AI.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Open desktop. It's here. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you go? Photographers, can you take a blue photo of Google AI? Okay, do something. But it's. Thank you very much. The last group's presentation is about.
I'm just signing into mine.
Okay. Google AI, yeah. Google is the company who actually have all the technical research about this large language model. Unfortunately, they cannot make it to the commercialize.
Yeah.
So still they are biggest potential and biggest money. So we are looking for the potential and the future plan. Google AI predict about in the Google AI and what's their future.
Good to go?
Yeah, then you take that.
All right, so our presentation is on Google AI and how Google AI is revolutionizing the future of technology. So Google AI, they are, everyone knows what Google is, and they have actually diversified their investment in AI significantly. So it's not just in one thing, it's in many things. So some examples of this, these are the main three examples. They have a program, Gemini, and Gemini is kind of like the ChatGPT for Google. And they're actually running head to head as they're kind of the two biggest chatbots there are. They also have Bard. So Bard is another system that they use. And Bard, you probably see this now when you look on Google and you search something up, it comes up as the AI overview underneath it. And that is that's their Bard system. And then finally, they have DeepMind. We also talked about this in class. So DeepMind is different than the rest. It's not so much publicly available, but it's all about pushing research further, and they use it for just different things to try and really push how far AI can go to. And this is like one example of this is AlphaFold and the Go game. So the competitors, it seems like every big company, like every big tech company is getting into AI as quickly as possible. And it makes sense because it's kind of leading the charge on technology. Oh, we're back. Okay. And so every big company like Amazon and Mike, oh, is it the cable or we're good now? Okay. Sorry. anyways, what I was saying was the big companies obviously all are trying to get involved with AI as it's the leading charge for technology. So they're doing this in different ways. For example, Amazon and Jeff Bezos and NVIDIA, they've invested a lot of money into the Perplexity program, as we talked about in class. Microsoft is taking a different approach. IBM, they all kind of have this different way of implementing their use of AI. And OpenAI, obviously. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's just going to happen the whole time or what, but
Yeah, but people can see they're all
okay, perfect. Yeah, so OpenAI, obviously ChatGPT, everyone knows about that. And each one of them has like a different thing. So for example, OpenAI and ChatGPT, their chatbot is kind of focused on creative writing more so. And Perplexity, obviously we talked about this in class, it's very research driven. And Gemini, which is Google's, is focused on like more factual things like math and physics. And as you can see, so I put a little picture here. This is actually a program, it's called the Chatbot Arena. So pretty consistently, every time there's a new update on a chatbot, they're like added to this list, and they all kind of compete in different ways to see who is the overall best chatbot. So this last was updated on November 20th, and right now Gemini, which is Google's AI chatbot, is actually in the lead just above ChatGPT. And this is based on a lot of different things, such as the users voting and also just the coding of it. So the coders go in and they kind of decide what they think is the best there is.
I'm going to talk about the overview and the core initiatives of Google AI. So let's start with Google Brain. This team focuses on foundation of AI research and development, laying groundwork for machine learning, deep neural networks. Their work is powered technologies like TensorFlow, which helps in machine learning framework and has helped in various advancement in natural computer processing, and also helps in empowering tools such as Google Translate and Google Photos. Moving on, DeepMind is a leader in reinforcement learning. DeepMind gained global recognition with AlphaGo, the AI that mastered complex game of Go. Their focus extends solving real-world problems such as improving energy efficiency in Google's data centers. Finally, talking about Google Research. Google Research broadens the scope by exploring diverse AI applications. This team collaborates across discipline, integrating AI into healthcare, climate modeling, and accessibility tools. Talking about the natural language processing, first is BERT, which stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representation from transformers. This was introduced by Google, and it helps by providing contextual understanding. Unlike earlier models that analyzed words in isolation, BERT reads text in both directions. This is bidirectional approach that helps it grasp the full meaning of the words based on surrounding context. Second is LAMDA, language module for dialogue application, another innovative leap by Google. This helps in conversational AI designed in engaging meaningful and nuisance dialogue. Unlike traditional chatbots, it understands context across conversation and maintains fluid-like interactions and generates responses that feel natural and human-like.
Major AI technologies, especially computer vision. So vision, AI, image recognition, and object detection, which means like for Google AI, it's going to detect the images that you try to send it or try to input it in its mainframe or in its code. It's gonna try to comprehend what you're giving to it, and it will try to understand and will try to adapt to the major what the images you're trying to send it. And the applications in products like in Google Photos and autonomous vehicles, which mostly is going to be for Google Photos, it's kind of a helping ground. It's gonna help maintain like most of your images over there. And in autonomous vehicles, it's gonna be hard for it to understand like one of those like pictograms. It's gonna hard to understand and comprehend like most security features like that. So applications of Google AI as a consumer-facing product. So for Google Assistant, Google Assistant has a natural language processing and speech recognition built in to help consumers have relative responses, and so that the AI could comprehend and provide the inquiries that the consumer would give to the AI. So as a Google Assistant, it also can also help with daily activities such as setting up reminders, setting up dates or alarms, controlling smart devices in your home or on the go, and also would help answer some questions if needed and try to adapt the consumer's preference whenever you want. So as a translation, transforming communication with neural machine translation. So Google AI is embedded with the neural machine translation, which helps translate speech to text or text to speech, sentences, words, or vocabulary to help consumers understand one another, to like conversations and all that stuff. Also, it's also has a built-in camera translation, like whenever you take a photo which has words on it, which has sentences or vocabularies, it will try to translate it back to you as a speech to text or text to speech kind of situation. And it also has a voice translation, which whenever you want to talk about someone or whenever you want to say something from a different language, it's going to translate it back to you in your own preferred language. So in the use case in gaming, the gaming industry, Google AI has a gaming platform called Google Stadia, which influences gaming experience by such like creating NPCs or non-playable characters, or creating algorithms, enhancing graphics, enhancing the gameplay, enhancing the visuals of it, providing codes, sequences of commands to help provide a better gaming experience. So in healthcare, Google AI has helps by creating information about health and trying to monitoring health situations, like it's wearable tech such as Fitbit. It's a wearable tech that Google made to monitor like heartbeats, your BPI, or your blood pulse, and something like that. And your brain signals, which Fitbit can sense or try to track or something like that. And scientific research. So Google AI can provide a vast amount of information throughout the world, which can help in scientific research to help researchers whenever they need like a specific information or anything that might help them further their research. Lastly, so the challenges and limitations. So for Google AI, dependency on large data sets. This can be quite a challenge for Google AI because you have to put in a large amount of information to the AI, a large amount of codes, sequences of commands and algorithms just so that the AI could function properly. So that's a very challenging to do because as a human, it's gonna be time consuming and costly. So the next one is bias and transparency concerns. So as humans, we tend to be biased when putting out specific algorithms, specific answers for the AI. It's going to be quite biased. So when you want to ask something about the AI, it's going to be pretty biased when answering because that's the answer is coming from the person who made the AI, who made it with his own algorithms, his own codes, and transparent concerns. Sometimes the languages that comes out of Google AI can't be understood by some people, and it's kind of a concern. And sometimes there's some glitch in the wordings of how Google AI would interact or how it would respond to the user. So that's kind of a challenging there. And scalability and energy efficiency. So scalability means like the amount of information or coding that Google AI can handle. Right now, it's pretty good right now and it's updating. It can handle a lot of information, but right now it doesn't have every information throughout the whole world. So it can't answer every possible case. Like so right now it has to keep updating, it has to keep evolving, it has to keep becoming better than its previous selves. So that's the scalability issue there. But it has to take more information at a time. And energy efficiency issues is mostly when you're using the AI, it consumes a little bit of energy, like electricity and all of that. I know it's kind of weird, but it's kind of like, because it's a big AI, has to obtain like a large amount of energy to track of the vast amount of information that the makers of the AI has to input it. So it's an energy efficiency issues also because it has to take a lot of energy and for just the vast amount of information it can handle. So that's it.
So I'm going to be talking about future directions. So emerging trends in AI research. Multimodal models combining text, images, and audio. So this should happen for richer interaction and understanding between the users and the interface. So secondly, I'm going to say explaining AI for transparency. Focus should be on AI transparency and decision making to improve the trust and understanding between the users and the interface. Right now, we can't say that Google is completely transparent since the information provided is coming from its database and it has certain limitations and cannot provide the entire right answer even though like it's out there. And next is Google's strategic vision. Google wants to be the leader in AI and wants to advance in all AI technologies. Then we're going to speak about AI for sustainable development. AI should be used to address global challenges like climate change and poverty and etc. Then democratization of AI for global accessibility. Now, we need to ensure that AI has global access all over and there should be equity in all AI technologies. So the SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis for Google, strength is they have strong research teams and access to vast data, such as the Google database. The weaknesses can be public trust issues and regulatory challenges, people wondering where their data goes and if the data which is provided to them is entirely true. Opportunities can be expansion into underrepresented sectors such as agriculture, healthcare, and education. And the threats are competition from leading companies like Microsoft, OpenAI, and Perplexity. So the recommendations I would give to business managers is that we need to invest in AI talent and ethical practices. So we should start small, and then once the employees get used to it, make it in a larger scale. And then we should collaborate with Google or tailored solutions in order to make everyday work easier.
Regarding the latest development trends in the AI market, we can first see the growth of the AI market in the 2022. The AI market reached a scale of 133 billion. According to the forecasts, this figure will exceed 1.5 trillion by the 2030. This indicates that the AI forward is still the reason rapid and significant growth. Let's look at the market competition landscape. We can observe the market share of Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. From this data, we can see that the market competition is intense. This is also full of potential. Major tech giants are accelerating their efforts to capture more markets for use. This presents both challenges and opportunities. And I will summarize the key aspects of Google AI and discuss this future direction. First, we reviewed some of Google AI core technologies, applications, areas, and challenges. These technologies span natural language, processing, computer vision, and computer-facing application. We also reviewing issues such as data dependence, bias, and transparency. Look ahead, the development of group AI will focus on providing ethical and explainable AI. This will not only enhance the transparency and reliability of AI, but also unlock greater potential in cross-domain application, driving innovation across various industries.
What is any more this? Just exit.
Google has just launched its newest experimental AI model, Gemini X 1114, and it's causing a lot of hype for all the right and wrong reasons. This model has not only managed to claim the top spot on the Chatbot Arena leaderboard, a platform where AI models are tested in blind head-to-head competitions, but it's also sparked significant debate about how we measure progress in artificial intelligence. For anyone invested in the evolution of AI, this model isn't just another release, it's a showcase of the potential and pitfalls of cutting-edge technology. The Chatbot Arena leaderboard, previously known as LMSIs, is widely regarded as one of the fairest methods to evaluate AI performance. The process is simple. Users interact with AI models and vote for the better response, without knowing which model produced it. This blind testing ensures that evaluations are based purely on performance. Gemini Exp 1114 dominated it, earning 1,344 points, a 40-point improvement over its previous iterations. This score pushed OpenAI's GPT-4o out of the top position, signaling a significant shift in the AI landscape. Gemini's exceptional performance spans a range of areas. It demonstrated top-notch capabilities in mathematics, where solving hard problems is a critical measure of reasoning ability. The model also excelled in creative writing, crafting responses that were both imaginative and coherent. Additionally, its performance in visual understanding, a complex task requiring integration of multiple data types, showcases its versatility. These achievements, in fact, make Gemini Exp 1114 one of the most well-rounded models currently available. However, access to this model is somewhat restricted. Unlike consumer-ready AI systems, Gemini Exp 1114 is not yet integrated into the standard Gemini app or website. Developers can explore it through Google AI Studio, a platform designed for experimenting with advanced AI tools. This strategic choice highlights Google's focus on developers and researchers rather than general users, at least for now. The industry is buzzing with speculation about whether this model is a refined version of Gemini 1.5 Pro or an early look at Gemini 2, which is rumored to launch next month. If it's part of Gemini 2, the performance leap might be less dramatic than expected, but it still positions Google as a serious competitor in the AI race. While Gemini's success on the leaderboard is impressive, it also exposes the limitations of current benchmarking systems. Researchers who controlled for factors like response formatting and length found that Gemini's performance dropped to 4th place. This discrepancy raises a crucial issue. Are we measuring what really matters? Current benchmarks often focus on surface-level characteristics, like how polished a response appears, rather than deeper capabilities like reasoning, reliability, and ethical decision-making. This optimization for specific benchmarks creates what some experts describe as a race to the top of the leaderboard that doesn't necessarily reflect real-world utility.
Right, that was just a bit of a look into the new model there. It's actually a bit newer now. It's the EX1121, I think. But now we have a Kahoot game. So
What's the award?
the award is 5 Choco points for the top 3 people.
Has everyone joined the game?
All right, we'll give it. Yeah. All right, so Jared, Madison, and Chelsea each get 5 chocolate points. That's it.
So let me invite you to the Google AI groups for ev.com Kim 7. 10 more seconds. Okay, let me invite you to the survey. Survey this time open to Google AI. So complete survey and let's take 10 minutes break and continue the class with the Naim. So current class content is same as your final exam content. So yeah, if you take this practice one, this will save your time a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Timekeepers, 1 choco point. Thank you.
We got nobody to respond right from him, but I think sexual stuff and all of their cooking, so. Yeah, that's have to continue. You know, to, really respect. That's the mighty thing. It's hard to get people to respond to it. Maybe Facebook is not a predominant platform, but will not for people our age. That is true, you know, because a lot of the people that respond to Facebook. Thank you. Oh, today's not.
Cool. You get another chance. One, two, three. One, yeah, when I was having a really hard time kind of. Very. No, I don't get that.
This good here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Birthday class and
Do something sweet.
I'm not assuming that you get those.
Yeah.
Yeah. One, two, very nice. Just take oh, taking a photo. Come. So do something for me. Excellent. Really. Okay, guys, please participate one more survey. This is just one question. One question. Go to the survey and trying to answer this question. Before taking this course, what was your skill level in with nine? So if you answer this question, then you can claim 1 choco point. So everybody, prior to take this course, so in the last August or last September, or what was your skill level with Naim? It's just one question. Complete it. Okay, anybody need more time? Raise your hand. Okay. Okay, great. So let's continue class. Well, let's check the class schedule first. So go to the class schedule. Let me download. So today is November 26th. so we finished the final project presentation. And last week, assignment 6 was due, but a few of you have not submitted. So I'm still accepting it with deduction. So please submit if you have not done it yet by tomorrow, so we can mark it. And also there is assignment 7 is next class. And so this class and next class we will focus on NIME. Again, NIME is free tool, so you can keep it even after course. And this is very useful. You can prepare data using NIME, and also you can draw, make a graph, although not as fancy as Tableau, but it provides graph, chart, and also it gives you machine learning technique. So you can use it to run decision analysis, regression, without knowing any programming language. So if you learn this one, it would be very useful tool for your business when you go back to your company. And also easily convert to Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. So use it as a tool to process your data and clean your data. Okay. Now let's go to the previous data. So go to the lecture slide. By the way, everyone notice you have a final exam question is already in this D12. It's take-home exam. So according to regulation, take-home I cannot set early date than exam period for due date. So that's the reason why I set it as December 18th. But there is a early submission bonus, right? So I think it's 2 choco points per day. So if you submit early, you can get higher mark. So I hope my recommendation is why don't you finish it before getting to the exam period? And also there is no late submission is accepted. Only accept one more day, because registrar office will push me give back the grade before the Christmas. I have no time to wait for you. So due date is quite fun. Okay. December 1st, because all recording should be done after this or on December 1st.
Are the things the same as the assignments?
Yeah, some of them are, I think they are same as assignments. So in the assignments, there is let you give you a chance, try once or twice. The marking mechanism is very lenient, but the final exam is quite tough. So you have to do like 5 to 10 times of practice to reach 80% level. So think this one as a like game. If you play game again and again, your level going up and up. So if you reach 100% level, then you can put that link in your resume. Then company will watch it, then they will recognize you as okay, your skill is very proficient in the Excel, Tableau. So if you have question, let me know during today and next class. So let's go to the 9 lecture slide. 9 lecture slide. Nine lecture slide. We were in the middle of doing something, right? So let's see. We were doing 3.2 Superstore analytics. So download this 3.2, which shows the workflow. And 3-1 was dataset, but we already read that dataset and convert the data field. So join to the Zoom, everybody. So, and let's see, use it. One student, Seth, are you willing to share your file?
Yeah.
You can download.
Yeah, I'd have to log on Zoom on somebody.
Okay. Now, how about Chelsea? You submit the workflow last class, right? Superstore, sports store analysis. So download it, and why don't you submit to the discussion board? Discussion board, yeah. Everybody, you already did your own, then download your own. But if you missed the last class, then download this one. So why don't you go and communication discussion sets, and there is a question and answer section. Nothing is there. So why don't you post there? So if you missed the last class, use that SAS or the Chelsea's file. If you participate last class, then in your submission folder, you can download your own. So question and answer folder, please submit it. Yes. Yeah, last November, very good, November 19th. Yes. Oh, no. You submitted last one, right? So November 19th. No. Submission for the. Scroll down, very last. Yeah, you did not tell me. Oh, I'm not. So then you have to go to the discussion for the question and answer. So you can download this file. Take and time workflow. So Chelsea and says, so let me download one of them and open it. So open the Lime workflow. So it will take usually long time. So let me wait. I think you will see this Excel reader and string to date and time. That's what we did in the last week. So if you open the KNIME and this workflow, then show me green button. If you need help, raise your hand. Okay. Maybe you check.
Yeah.
There are many. Okay. Yeah, you own it. Blank. So, okay, so can you go to the local space? And here, import workflow. And let's go to the download this one and open Is it yours?
We are going everybody know, okay?
So what we did is so far, read the sales data, superstore sales data, and then there is a date field. Date field is changed to actual date. That's what we did. Now, when you see the workflow, you download it. So let's go to the workflow content. 9 and 5-1 was the workflow. So yeah, actually I copied the workflow. So you can one thing. So if you download 4-2 and open it, it will show you thank you. Yeah, one chocolate point. Yeah.
Got to get my resolution. Wow. So good at this.
So you have 2 page. One page is the same as the Word file. So that's what we are doing. So you can see the node name, and also in the upper part, you can see what we are going to do here. So what we are going to do is to analyze this data and extract some summary information. So first thing we need to do is data time and path extractor. Data time and path extractor. So let's go to the name again and trying to find the text, date, time, and time path extractor. Okay. Now let's go zoom and drag this output arrow, and you can select if you cannot find the date date, type it, date and time extractor, path extractor. So you just insert time, date and time path extractor. Then let's configure. You can configure using this configure icon or right click and configure. F6. So first question is what field do you wanna as an input? All the data is input good. So let's add date field. So we wanna add year. So add the field and we'll add one more field. And this time we wanna extract months with the number, months number. So we wanna add two fields, year field and month field. Extract from order date and then click OK. And execute. There is an execute button here, or there is a play icon which is execute, or right click and execute. Anything is good. So click execute. Then you will see if you increase the row part of monitor, you will see at the last part, you inserted year field and month field. So when you analyze data, you have the raw date field. Then you often do wanna extract the month or year or week, use this node. If you're okay up to this step, show me red button. If you need help, show me, raise your hand. Raise your hand. No. Get installed in your 9 for your computer. How about it? Okay. It's like okay, so now so let me see who needs help. Juice. So did you Okay, so now we added date field. So now we are ready to analyze and answer some questions. So read the number 3. Number 3 is what? Number 3. Number 3 is what are the total sales amount of Texas State? Texas State. To answer this one, we have to group this data by state. If you see another page, there is a group by. So let me try to open it. Yeah, here is the group by example. Right? So what is group by? So if you understand group by meaning, then it will be very easy to use it. Group by means sometimes you will use, here is the data, data sales rep and sales amount. Sometimes you want to see total sales by sales representative. Then what you need to do is group by John Smith, right? If there is a John Smith, and choose that one collapse as a one field, one row, and add sum of this sales amount and sales amount, right? This is the group by. So you group by sales rep and use sum of the total sales. We use this kind of report quite often, right? And number 2, if you see number 2, sales by reason. So this time there are 2 fields is grouped, right? Reason and sales rep. So East, John Smith, and sum up total sales or sometimes average of sales. That's another report you usually do. And number 3, you want to group by this time product and total sales, right? Then we collapse all the laptop as a one row and add up all the sales belongs to laptop, or count the number of transaction or average. So if you make this kind of thing, group by is very handy. Okay, so let's go back to our name and let's make a group by. We want to see data by, so choose group by. And configure, go to the configure. So first input is, there are many tabs, but okay. You don't have group by, that means you, let me go, if you cannot see it, go to this node bar, and number 1, and number 2, go to the filter screen, and change it to all node. Then you will see all the nodes, right? So my assumption is you already installed on your laptop, and please install it on your laptop because you will use it forever. And change it to this option, then you will see apply and close. So number 3, number 4. Then you will see group by Does it solve your problem? Yeah, good. How about Molly? Okay. So Juice, are you okay? Okay, so now let's configure group by. Group by looks very complicated, but we only need tackle these two. Which one is group field, grouping field? Which one is aggregation? So let's do one by one. So first of all, we want to group this time asking Texas state. So we have to group by state. So find state, either double click or click this arrow. So add this grouping field. So meaning is we want to group this data by state. Now let's go to the manual aggregation. Manual aggregation. If you go to the manual aggregation, what field do you want to aggregate? We want to aggregate sales. So find the sales in the bottom row part. So double click or add. Then you will add sales field. And current default aggregation is mean. So change it to sum. We want a sum of the sales aggregation group by state. So click this mean and scroll down, you will find sum. And click OK. And execute. And click this data. Then you will click this group by field. Then you will see in the lower part, now data, it's very big data, but it's already summarized by state. And sales is there. If you are okay up to this step, show me red color. The green color, sorry. Yes. Download the
Find some way of that.
So let's see. Matthew, are you okay? Matt, do you need help? Okay. AM, are you okay? Good. Greenwood. How about Brianna? Almost there, okay. Let me know when you are ready, and then I will continue.
It's still not there.
She still doesn't fails.
Mhm.
This is stressing me out. I wasn't nervous.
Okay, so I will see.
It's a good sweat.
Oh, yeah. I know that. It's. Oh.
Great. Okay. Now, so you see now data is summarized by state. Now let's select just Texas. So here is a very frequently used node is the rule-based row filter. So rule-based row filter. You can see your workflow chart. Then you can see the node name. Rule-based row filter. rule-based row filter, and let's configure. Rule-based row filter and rule engine are frequently used one. It's like a little bit of making formula or programming. So pay attention. First one is in the left side, there is a field you can use. And center, there is a function you can use. So you can use equal, less than, greater than kind of thing. Then the expression is appears in here, and there is a example 1, 2, 3 for example, right? So read it. So you can mimic. So first of all, double column name. When you notice column name has this dollar sign is wrapped for column name. So, and then if double column name is greater than 5.0, so you can give some condition. You can give some condition. And there is a unique thing is this equal and greater than symbol. This is called then. So if condition is met, then we can choose this false or true. There is only two options. True. So that's what when we end. Let's see number 3. And string, again, field name is like. Like means we using wildcard. So blue and asterisk. Asterisk is wildcard. So meaning is if this string column name field is include starting with blue, and can you see then we declare this is false. This is example of how to make this formula. So let's make our formula. First of all, in the left side field column list, double click state. And state field appears in the expression here, right? And what we want to find is state equal Texas. So Texas is text, so we have to wrap with the quotation. Quotation, Texas, T, uppercase T, lowercase e, x, a, x. And quotation. So this meaning is, condition is state, field is Texas, and then write then. Then is the equal left arrow, like arrow key. Then, and our condition is when you see download, there is include only true cases, true matches. So that's what we want, right? So let's code true. True all uppercase. TRUE. The meaning is state is Texas, then select this one and show as an output. That's the meaning. And click OK. And execute. Then boom, now you got this 170.188.046. Can you guess what's how many record we have? So let me see. Our record was about 10,000 record, and we narrow it down and extract our total of the Texas. So if you got this number, show me this time red button. So let's see. Oh, everybody looks good. Excellent. Then let's do the next question. Next question is very similar, but we add one more grouping field. Next question is if you turn the page, then this time sales of Texas, but in December only. So this time December. So we already have data. So we don't have to start all over again. Rather, we will start from we'll start from the data and time path extractor, right? So drag arrow and choose another group by. And configure. This time we have two grouping fields. One is state, and the other one is, if you scroll down, there is a month. State and months. So we made a group and go to the manual aggregation tab. Again, find the sales and add, and sales as a sum. We wanna get the sum. And click OK. And execute. Execute, and if you click it, then you will see now, or click this table path icon, then you will see interim output. This time it's state, but Alabama state is split it into each month. So that's the group by with two fields. You don't have months, then your previous one. You are doing from there. You extract months in the first step. That's because you did not make the months before. You have to create another date and time part.
Should I do it? When there is your first time? I did it.
So go direct. How did you get knocked out?
Yeah.
do that for sales.
It's because I was
And then
Thank you.
So everywhere looks okay. So now, so we have, so now again, rule-based filter, use rule-based filter. Rule-based row filter. And this time, let's make two condition, right? So state, again, double click state, equal, quotation Texas. And there are two conditions, so we have to use A and D, all uppercase A and D. And then second condition is months, double click months, number, equal, was it December? Yeah, 12. 12, and then use then is the equal and greater than symbol, and this is true, all uppercase. And click OK. Then execute. Then you will see Texas December is 14614A32. If you have correct number, show me green button. If you need help, raise your hand. Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, there's not really. Yeah, beautiful things. It's just like.
By the way, there is one more tip is if you make something, you changed it right here, like you added one more field, like quarter. Then you will see these three node is need to execute it. But if you click last node, execute last node, then it will execute all the previous node. So you don't have to execute 3 times. If you execute once, then predecessor will be executed as well. Okay, so let me double check everybody is okay. So Kathleen, are you okay? Yeah. Okay, and Abdul Rahman G. Good. Okay. And Matt is Matt Pauline is okay, right? No. Okay, so everybody looks okay. Now let's go to the next question. Next question is for grouping field. Sales of Texas in December, that's the same, but 2016, and within adult age group. Here is the another very important case. When you analyze data, if you see the age, then you want to make a new category, right? It's young, adult, youth kind of thing. So how do I make a category? Using rule engine. So again, from date path and extractor, let's make another arrow, and this time rule engine. Find the rule engine. This is most frequently used one. Rule engine. Rule engine. And if you go to the configuration, the interface looks similar before the rule-based filter. Like there is a field you can use, function you can use, and actual formula is here. But if you read this example or sample carefully, slight difference is if, for example, a column is greater than 5.0, then this part is same, right? Before in rule-based filter is true or false, but this time you can give some category. And also here, option is you can create a new column. Append column is create new column. So let's create a new column like age group. So instead of append column, prediction field name is age group. So we want to create a new field, age group. So age group content is first, when you see the instruction, it says age group is if age is less than 20, if you see this flow, less than 20 use, less than 40 young adult, less than 65 adult, and rest of them are seniors. So let's make this formula. So go to the Zoom. First of all, so our input is age. So double click age. First condition, age is less than 20. Then, so equal less than, and quotation group name is, this is use, youths, and quotation. If you change the next line, that means once you finish this one, else if, so second condition. So this time age again, age is less than 40, then so equal quotation is young adult. Adults, and another checking condition. So new line, and click age field is less than 65, then we call this part is adults. And the other one is rest of them, right? Rest of them, when you see the number 4 line, rest of them means true. If you, so true, that means if it is go to the line 8, then make it as a senior. Rest of them seniors. Rest of them seniors. So each line is if condition, and second line is else if, third line is else if. So first we remove, find the less than 20, then rest of group, find the less than 40, and we remove all these first two conditions, then among rest of group, find the 65, and true means rest of group is named as seniors. So click OK, and let's execute. If you execute and see the table, then you will see in the very last rightmost one has now age group. Age group. If you are successful, show me this time red button. If you need help, raise your hand. Age is less than 40. Less than 40, and then space and this equal 65. Like in the number 4, you can see the condition and then right side. Great. Okay, so this is most difficult part in this demonstration. Juice, are you okay? Let's see of your student. Abdullah Rahman. Good. Okay, and Dylan. Good. Okay, so now, so we create age group. So next one is we wanna rearrange this table and change the field name. Here is my favorite node is table manipulator. Table manipulator. This is my favorite. And let's go to the configure. Table manipulator, you can change the field name or sequence of field. So because age group is too far, I want to move it to before the age. So click this 6 dot and let's try to move it to above the age. Where is it? Yeah, above the age. And also months number is too long. So let me make it short name. Fill the new name is month. Month. So and click OK. And execute. Then you will see, oh, now this age group is just left side of age. And if you go right side, there is a month field is name is changing. If you're okay of this step, show me green button this time. Green button. If you need help, raise your hand. Did you make the age group? Just with rule and configuration. You have to make it here. Not no, it's easy now. Change the name. Then you. Oh, table management, you have to the 6 line. Move it to here.
Oh, wait, that's your age. And then scroll down. Months. Check. No, not that. Then you should be able to. Are you okay? Good. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, then now next thing is we already create a field, so let's do group by. Group by. This time four group. Group by field is 4. Age group and state. And if you scroll down, there is a year and months. Right, 4 header. Where is header? Yeah. So 4 people, 4 group, thing built in there. Let's go to the manual aggregation tab. Manual aggregation tab, and this time sales, right? Sales, and go to the add and change it to sum. Click OK. And execute. And you will see the output is now it's based on age group, state, year, and month, and sum. Last part is a rule-based filter. So let's drag and make a rule-based filter. Rule-based row filter. And let's make the formula. This time 4 condition. Age group, double click age group equal. This time age group is adults. Adults. Pay attention to uppercase and lowercase. And there are 4 conditions, so we have to use A and D. A and D of all uppercase. And second condition is states equal T uppercase and lowercase e Texas. And another A and D. And this time year is 2016. In case of number without quotation, 2016 and A and D. And this time months equal 12. And then that means equal, less than, greater than. And this is true. We wanna select this data, true. And if you click OK and execute, then you will get the number. Execute, then you should get 1774676. Okay. So please save it and export it. Save it and save it. Supposed to analysis 3. Where is it? And then export. This option on you should uncheck reset workflow before export and find it. Where do you export? Let me export it to download folder. And finish it and submit. Let me create a submission folder. Sorry. So that you can submit This time you claim 2 choco points if you submit this one. November 26. November 26. And this is super store analysis. Let's say 4. So that you can submit it and then you can go and I will fix it your problem. Sorry, I spent more time. Let's see. Not true. Yeah. That thing cannot be. That's because your students can be different. So they could be having and configure. Although you say check with the state whether you when you make a rule engine, go back to
I know people like kind of outside. So like they would just said before the class they would just change the topics and things and then mention so literally just I can Google whatever you want and just well, no one has said they have it. Yeah, the mystery, yeah, I saw the and then I just keep the